Ever find yourself revisiting a beloved show only to stumble upon episodes that hit a little too hard? It's like revisiting old wounds, isn't it? Um, for fans of a show known for its intense realism, there are a handful of stories that are particularly difficult to rewatch. While the series boasts 15 seasons of compelling drama, um,
Some storylines are genuinely heartbreaking, or let's be honest, just a bit.
let's dive into the episodes that stick with you long after the credits roll, the ones that might make you reach for the tissues or question the writing choices. Uh, we'll explore the stories that, while powerful, are tough to revisit and why they leave such a lasting impression. Impulse Control, Season 10, Episode 14, tackles a deeply disturbing subject, sexual assault. Um, while addressing important issues is crucial, the episode veers into melodrama when a character's impulsive reaction overshadows the victim's trauma. Uh, it's a sensitive topic that deserves nuance. Um, but the storyline feels rushed and unbalanced. Uh, 300 patients attempts to explore the challenges faced by families with children who have Down syndrome, but the execution falls flat. The narrative focuses on a father's disapproval, creating a heartbreaking scenario that feels unnecessarily bleak. A more sensitive approach could have focused on the love and joy a child with Down syndrome brings to a family and reason to believe at the films that I believe that season 13, episode 8 has disappointing rather than devastating. While aiming to address youth homelessness, the episode lacks depth, portraying the children as strange figures rather than individuals with complex stories. It misses an opportunity to explore the root causes of their struggles and offer genuine compassion. White Guy, Dark Hair, season 11, episode 7, features a tragic case of a woman who dies after being sexually assaulted. However, the episode is marred by a character's reckless behavior that directly contributes to the woman's death. It's a jarring and frustrating plot point that feels contrived and unnecessary. Death and Taxes, season 10, episode 7, piles on the tragedy with a series of devastating medical cases. And while realistic for an emergency room, the relentless darkness becomes overwhelming. A little levity or a glimmer of hope would have provided a much needed balance. Hit and Run showcases John Carter's early struggles as a doctor, grappling with the consequences of a hit and run accident. It's a powerful and emotional episode, but the raw grief and the parents' pain are incredibly difficult to witness. The added layer of a patient with schizophrenia further complicates the emotional weight. Baby Shower feels strangely silly with a hospital maternity ward flooded due to a broken sprinkler. Um, the episode treats pregnant women as dramatic spectacles And the inclusion of an alien pregnancy storyline feels completely out of place, which really could be all those things. Who would? It's just a couple of realism. It's a great magical comment. It's an awkward and bizarre detour. Freefall is infamous for its shocking and improbable plot point: a doctor being killed by a falling helicopter. And it's a jarring and unsatisfying death that feels contrived and lacks narrative purpose. Uh, it's a moment that leaves viewers questioning the writing choices. Um, Chaos Theory continues the helicopter theme with another character losing an arm. Um, and the repetition of this bizarre plot device feels increasingly absurd and undermines the show's credibility. It's a strange and unnecessary addition to the storyline. Love's Labor Lost, that is season 1, episode 19, is a particularly devastating episode focusing on a pregnant woman who dies after an emergency C-section. It's a heartbreaking loss that deeply impacts a central character, leaving a lasting emotional scar. Talking the raw grief and the challenges of single parenthood are incredibly difficult to watch. Um, and so there you have it, a look at the episodes that are guaranteed to leave you emotionally drained. And it just goes to show even the best shows uh, have moments that are tough to revisit. Um, and um, and hey, if you're feeling a little down after this, remember it's just a TV show. Mostly. Uh, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.